POV history.
Stop.
Austin's going up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Do you know for sure?
Yep.
Did he tell you?
Yep.
Oh, Kiefer?
He said Vic's not going up.
Oh.
To my face this morning.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure Austin's going up.
Yeah.
Unless it's you or Tina and Tara, but I doubt it.
Honestly, it could be me.
It could be, but I think it's more likely her.
I just know that last night she literally asked him. She literally asked him to tell her.
And did he? Did he?
He's like, oh, like, I still haven't made my decision.
Yeah, he's made his decision.
He's like, but I'll let you know in the morning. And she was like, okay. Yeah, that's what I assume it really is a worst case scenario. Humiliating. How are you feeling?
Well, I just feel terrible about the Vic situation because we're going to lose Vic now. So we need to focus on, obviously Kyle's going to go home if that happens. So we need to figure out on how to get Vic back, because if we lose Vic, we're fucked.
Yeah. I just don't know what to say to her.
I think Kyle wants to tell her the truth, and I think I'm going to let him go first, and then I'm going to follow up. I'm not gonna talk about you, Austin. You guys can say what you need to say, but I think that's the best case scenario if we do that.
Yeah, well, I think that she thinks people are dragging her through the mud.
Well, what's happening is, basically, we were led to believe that Vic is the only option in this scenario for Kyle to stay.
Yeah.
So we go up. What I'm hearing is I'm hard pitching Vic, which is just not true. I mentioned her name once as a possible option. And my hands were tied in the situation. You know, I've got my number one on the block.
Of course.
I feel like there's nothing else I can do.
Well, of course.
And what they wanted this to happen, the boys, right? They wanted us to go up there and pitch Vic. And then they wanted Kiefer to tell Vic that we pitched Vic. And then they want to put up Austin, send Kyle home, and try to pull Vic over to the other side. In the event Vic wins HOH, she puts up 2 of us 3.
No, I agree. Well, and like what I told me in Austin to say to Vic is that it's just like, he basically said that like it was between 2 people. And so obviously Austin's not going to say herself. And then I was like, well, obviously I'm not going to say Austin.
Right.
So like, he just like left us in a shitty situation. And then it's just like, I didn't like say anything shitty about you.
Yeah.
I just said if he were to put you up, and for like Kyle to go home, like you would just be like the only one that's mad. You know?
Yeah, I think that's a good conversation for you guys to have, because obviously Austin was the other one, and for me it's like, well, because your number one is a possible other option.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
And it's literally her for her, so, and my number one's already on the block, so
well, exactly.
Basically all of our hands were tied, so I just say we come clean about it, because I know Kyle really wants to just come clean about it. We don't try to lie to Vic about it.
Oh, well, she's mad.
She is mad.
That's why she left the hot tub yesterday.
The hot tub?
When you guys were out there?
Yeah.
That's why she came in.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely upset with us. But
it's also because I think Kiefer's like, everyone's dragging your name through the mud, talking so much shit about you, Vic. Like, what do you think he's saying?
I think he's like really playing it up, and I think Kyle wants to go clarify. I'm gonna need Kyle. If Kyle does one more thing for me in this game, it's gonna have to be to pull Vic back for me, because he's gonna need to have the first conversation. I'm gonna have to have the second one. Yeah. Because I know she's pissed, but they're really playing it up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
saying. They're saying, like, Kiefer told me this morning that I went in there yesterday and hard pitched Vic, and that's just not true. I didn't hard pitch Vic. And they're saying that you guys did too.
So I'm saying, or like the fact that he literally said that, oh, I said I'm coming after him if he puts to Boston. I literally never said that.
And Kiefer told me this morning, it's like, Vic came in here yesterday to me, and she said that you guys promised her loyalty last week, and you guys are coming in here and you're promising me that same loyalty next week if I do what you want. So if you guys are fucking her over like you are right now, what are you going to do to me next week?
Or just everyone? Like me and Austin, or just everyone?
Everyone. Like he said that to me this morning. He's like, if you guys promised her loyalty last week and now you're fucking her over like this, what are you guys gonna do to me next week if you're promising me loyalty if I do what you want?
Yeah, but to me, it's
Which is like, I get what you're saying,
makes
but like my
sense.
number one's on the block, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Also, it's just like the way that he's just like accepted that he's gonna go on the block next week, so he just doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, well.
Well, I'm everybody's target in this house.
Which I don't know why. Like, I literally don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. If you, honestly, I think the lines are drawn now. The boys are sewering you guys in this conversation because I know you guys are in a really good, I know you guys are in a really good position in your house, and if I were in your position, I would be doing exactly what you guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, that's why I don't fault you guys for doing anything
Mm-hmm.
and like talking to that side and talking to us,
Mm-hmm.
because I would do the same thing if I were you.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that's the position I wanted to be in when I came into this house.
Don't
the
tell
position
me.
you and Austin are in right now. So you guys are doing a fantastic job, and honestly, if you guys go to the final two, I'm voting for whichever one of you gets
Stop.
there. Seriously.
Stop.
You two, aside from Kyle and I, you two are the only ones I want to win this game.
Oh, same.
So I know the position that you're in right now, but the boys, I think like Ty, obviously he's talking nice to you, and he's like, yeah, we've got the same targets, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing the same thing to you because they think the four of us are working together, so they're going up there and
They
they're
100%
dragging you guys, and they're getting Kiefer to drag you guys to Vic.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be sure not to lose Vic, because otherwise we're fucked.
Oh, I agree.
And before, I think it wasn't necessary for you or Austin to win this HOH, but if it comes down to it, I think the two of you are gonna, like, obviously it would be more ideal for me to win,
Mhm.
basically. But if it
I
comes
already
down
told
to
her,
it,
like, we'll have to, like, if we have to, we have to win. Like, it's whatever.
yeah, you guys are on. And obviously, if it's like comes down to like me and you two, then obviously for your game, you guys can drop. Like, I don't give a
Mhm.
fuck at this point. I don't see a path to victory for me.
Stop. You don't know.
Well,
you never know.
Like, one HOH could change it.
Exactly.
But I'm here to help support you guys now
Mhm.
and get you guys as far as
Stop.
I can. No, seriously. I'm on an island now because I've got you guys, and I've got hopefully Tina and Tara to some degree. And I think
Mhm.
if Tina and Tara win HOH, it's not the worst thing in the world, because
Oh, no, you'll be fine.
I don't think they put up Kiefer, but I think they put up the boys.
No, I think so too.
So, in an ideal scenario, I win, and I don't care about taking shots at this point because people are already coming after me, and I'm already kind of fucked in this game.
Stop.
So, as long as I can help you guys get further in this game, because I just want to get to jury, so that if you guys, I just want to get to jury, so that if I get to jury, then you guys are in the final two, then I can vote for one of you to win, because my vote counts at the end of the day, hopefully.
True.
And if it's one of you guys, then you guys get my vote hands down. Like, I'll tell you that right now.
Like, after this,
Yeah.
if, like, they're gonna try and grab you to their side just because they know that Vic's so volatile. That's what I think is gonna happen.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about maybe just playing into them a little bit.
I think that's
and
what's gonna
saying,
happen.
if I win HOH, then I'll put you and Austin on the block.
Or something, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. To that effect. Which, if they ask me that, I'll just say that I'll put you and Austin on the block, or Tina and Tara.
yeah. Like a one of each, whatever.
Yeah,
smoke
or
and
one
mirrors.
of each. Yeah, that's what they want to hear. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to
Because
think
I
about.
think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I think
That-
that's the next step.
Because like Beth kind of mentioned it before, where she's like, oh, like when you guys first went on the block, she's like, well, if one of them goes, like the other one's just gonna be scrambling to find someone.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we can get them on our side,
Mm-hmm.
then like we're good. Like we're good.
I think that's what I'll try to do. I'm just gonna try to play into them a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, look, guys, I'm on an island. I have nobody now.
Mm-hmm.
I need people to play this game with.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have.
We can be like, and I've been loyal to Kyle the whole time. It's like, you
Mhm.
know, I'm a loyal person.
Unless I win HOH, then obviously I don't
Well,
have
yeah,
the conversation.
yeah. Wow.
But step number one is Vic.
Yeah, I agree. We were
So-
talking about it over there.
I think Kyle's in the washroom with her right now.
Okay.
She's
I think, what's it called? Austin's gonna go look for it too.
Huh?
So Austin went upstairs.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have a conversation after Kyle, but I haven't talked to Kyle since I talked to Kiefer this morning, and he told me it's not gonna be Vic for sure. So
Okie dokie. Sounds
that's
good.
that's the status. Anyway, I do think if Austin's not talking to Kyle right now, I do think Kyle wants to tell Austin.
I think she knows.
I think she, yeah.
For 100% sure.
Yeah. I'm
Well, there she is.
almost. Maybe she'll come down here. We'll see.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can go and send her down here, whatever you think is best, but...
Yeah. She might just come in here, honestly.
Hmm?
She might just come in here, honestly. I just know that Kiefer told her that he would let her know in the morning where he decided. Well, it's a Bane. Hi, hi. I'm gonna go pee. You can sit here. Go make a rain, make your money, babe.
I'm pretty sure you're going up.
Only talk big banks.
I just went in to talk to him this morning, and he was like, I was just like, look, I want to follow up on our conversation from yesterday, like, and he basically said that, well, at first he told me I'm not putting Vic up to my face, so I was like, okay, fuck. But then he's like, you, Austin, Breydon, Kyle came in hard-pitched Vic, and which is not true. We just like talked through scenarios, and my name came up, her name came out of my mouth once. He was talking, like when he was having his conversation with Vic, when he told Vic that we had all mentioned her name, Vic said to him that, oh, they all promised me loyalty last week after I put my neck out on the line and shit like that, which is true. And now they're doing this to me. So Kiefer's excuse to me this morning was that if you guys all promised Vic loyalty last week and now you're trying to fuck her over like this, what are you going to do to me next week if you're promising me loyalty if I do what you want? Which would be a fair point in almost any other circumstance, but he's got to look at the scenario right now, right? Which is my number one's on the block. I'm going to do anything I can to save his game.
Yeah.
And the other option other than Vic is you. So it's not like you're going to go up there and pitch you. It's not like Breydon's going to go up there and pitch his number one.
Yeah.
Like, the scenario doesn't align the way he's putting it.
And my only pitch about Vic was like, she's more of an island than I am. That was it. That's all I said.
Yeah. I mean, that was basically my thing too. And I said, look, two people are on islands in this house, which obviously one is Beth and one is Vic. And obviously knowing, like we were all led to believe by basically the boys that Beth would not be going on the block, right? That leaves us one option. Our hands are tied. So I think bottom line is you're going up. More than likely you stay this week and Kyle goes. Unless he just pulls a fast one and puts Breydon up, but I don't think he will.
I don't think he would either.
So Kyle more than likely goes home this week. Our first step is going to have to be rebuilding a relationship with Vic at this point because...
I just talked to her.
Okay, how did that go?
She was fine with she's fine with me and Breydon. I think she's heard that you and Kyle were going for her a little harder.
I think that Kiefer's playing up the scenario and telling her that we were like gunning for her and that we were hard pitching her when that's just like not true.
Yeah.
We like her name came out of my mouth once, and I'll tell her that. Just like talk through options, but by no means was it a hard pitch.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to play it up to make her angry at us. But you know, at the end of the day, hopefully is Kyle talking to her too?
I don't know.
Oh, Kyle wants to talk to her first. So I'm gonna let Kyle just tell her the full truth and then explain the situation to her. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tell her the truth as well. Like, I have my number one on the block. We were led to believe by these people that we were led to believe by these people that you were the only option. You know, at the end of the day, my number one is on the block. If I feel like I'm cornered into a situation, I have to do anything I can to save him. And that's just the reality of the situation. And if hopefully Kyle can articulate this in a way that makes sense to her, because this is exactly what the boys want, right? The boys made it seem like Vic was the only option. Then they're going to tell Kiefer to tell Vic that we pitched her name, and then that makes Vic mad at us. And they always intended to put you on the block, and they hope that they can pull Vic over to their side and use Vic in the event that Vic wins HOH to put up a combination of you, me, and Breydon. Which we're really going to have to work on Vic now, because that's exactly what they wanted. I can see Ty already all over Vic, but just like lying on her bed and shit. Jed's all over her. these guys are smooth talkers and they know what they're doing. And to some degree, you know what? I do respect Jed and Ty because they're good players.
Yeah.
And at least we know they're lying and they're doing all this. Kiefer, I don't have a lot of respect for because
No,
he's a
me
fucking
neither.
clown.
No, me neither. I think
so-
he's quite dumb.
He's just fucking losing it, man. But I do respect the boys because I think they know what they're doing. They're playing the game. But we've really got to work on Vic because if we lose Vic, we're kind of fucked. If she puts up a combination of us three, then, I mean, basically at this point, I'm doing everything I can to help you and Breydon get to the end because if I'm being frank about the situation, I don't see a path to victory for me.
Stop.
Well, no, I'm just like being realistic about the situation. Like, I'm kind of like, well, obviously, like, I played very closely with Stu in this game. He's going to go home this week. Like, I told Breydon that if you guys get, like, I want you two in the final two, or like close to, and I will give you guys my vote. So I just want to I just want to win HOH next week. I mean, if an HOH win next week, it could change everything, but I just want to get to jury so that I can give you guys my vote.
Stop it.
No, seriously, if I want anybody else to win this game except for Stu and I want you and Breydon to win. So that I'm going to do whatever I can to help push you guys further in this game, but we need to make sure that we don't lose Vic, otherwise that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't see myself winning at this point, which is like sad to say, but I'm not in a good position. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of fucked right now. But what I am going to try to do is I'm going to try to, I think the boys might also try to pull me over because they know I don't have anybody now, or they think that I don't have anybody. And I might just play into that a little bit and say, look, guys, like, I need a team. I need a team to play on. And, you know, if they ask me who I'd put up, I'm probably just going to say you were Breydon or Tina and Tara.
Yeah.
Like you guys said for us. And what they want is they want to put everybody against each other. So I'll just tell them what they want to hear in that scenario. But I think if you, me, Breydon, and Tina, Tara win HOH, then we're fine.
Yeah.
We got to work on Vic, obviously.
Yeah.
Any one of the other three wins, I'm for sure on the block, and then I think either you or Breydon would be the other one, if I'm looking at this correctly. But, and then if I win veto, then one of you two goes home, which I don't want. So, step number one is get Vic back.
Yeah.
Hopefully she realizes the situation. She understands like why we had to do what we did, and that it wasn't as hard of a pitch as it was. But I think we're in a situation now where the lines are drawn because the boys really are fucking you over in this situation. I know they're fucking me over because they have all game. And like, there's been like this unspoken thing where like Jed and Ty are going after Kyle and I and vice versa. They took the first shot and they got the first shot. Kyle's going to go home. But I think right now they're trying to take shots at you as well, and like indirectly. And I know the position that you and Breydon are in this game, and I don't envy you for it, because if I were in your position, I would be doing. If I were in your position, I would be doing the exact same thing you guys are doing, right? Where you're kind of like working both sides a little bit.
Yeah.
And so like that's why I don't hold that against you, because I came into this game wanting to be in the position that you and Breydon are in. You guys are in the best position in the house, arguably, I think. And that's why you guys have played such a good game so far, and that's why I want you to win. And obviously I like you as people, but you guys are in a perfect position. I don't envy you for that. I think you guys are doing the right things in the situation. And I know it wasn't ideal for you guys to win HOH before all this happened, but I think if it comes down to it, like,
we have to.
You're in more of a gunning situation now where you have to win. But in an ideal situation, I win.
Yeah.
Less ideal situation, Tina and Tara win, because I think we're still good if that happens. I prefer that not to happen, but I think the boys still go up in that situation.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then you guys, and hopefully we can work on Vic and make her understand the situation. But
yeah.
It's just, I can see it all playing out in front of my eyes. We just can't do anything without power.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got my first comp win, which is great, but I need an HOH at this point.
Oh, I'd be so happy if you were HOH.
It could turn this whole game around.
Literally.
Because if one of us 5 at least, and hopefully 6 with Vic, depending on how she reacts.
There is 1 hour until the power veto ceremony.
Doesn't win, then I'm for sure going up, and then I think you or Breydon would be the other nominee
Yeah.
in this situation. But we're Tina and Tara, but or maybe that's even more likely, but we'll see.
Like Tara.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll have to see what happens after this. And hopefully get Vic back on our side. That's step number one.
Yeah. How's Kyle feeling? He's angry.
Yeah, he's pretty pissed off. I think he might say some stuff at POV if you go up, which I think you will. So.
Oh, man.
All right, well, I'm going to go shower because I think they're going to call me to the DR to do my lines and shit.
Enjoy.
I'll let, looks like Steve's going to come out now. Outside. I'm going to go shower because I think they're going to...
He's just by himself?
I think he's with Beth.
He's with BB.
Okay.
Well, I just told her because Keith told me this morning Vic's not coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, she knows.
I'm just gonna try to get on the same page with everyone about Vic before, and then I'm gonna talk to Vic, and then try to get her on your guys' side for next week.
Well, I talked to her like just a couple minutes ago. She said she's fine with me and Breydon. I just said, I'm like, I was in a situation where I was basically told it was me or you. So I just told Kiefer, like, you're on more of an island than I am. And that was it. Like, that was as far as my pitch went.
And then what did you say Breydon said? Just so I
Same
know.
thing.
Just so I know. Yeah.
Same thing. And then I just said, like, I don't know, basically that, like, it wasn't, like, a hard pitch. I wasn't saying stuff like, and people are going to say all kinds of shit in this game. And she's like, no, I know. I don't think she's super happy with you and Rohan for whatever reason. Because I'm sure Kiefer played up, like, whatever you guys said. But, like, I think that she's okay with me and Breydon.
Okay. Okay, I'll leave it at that with you and Breydon then.
Yeah.
I'll probably just say that again. So you were told by him that it was either you or her. So you just said that obviously you don't want it to be you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because, yeah, it's pretty obvious to see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it 5-4 next week. Breydon, Rowe, those two versus hopefully pull Vic over and them two. I'm going to blow it up.
What are you going to say?
To Keith.
Just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm going to tell Vic what actually happened. Because, like, I'm going to leave out how Breydon, like, Jed and Breydon's conversation at the start of the week. But I'm just going to say that he came to us and said you were pinning it all on us, that you were blindsided by the vote. So we said, no, she was the HOH, like, it was her HOH. The person went home that she wanted to go home. Obviously, we wanted Latoya to go home too, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just going to say, yeah, we were told by the boys, which is true, and Beth, that they were going to throw the veto, and they wanted one of us to win so that you could go up. And that was the only way I would stay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I mean, none of it's even false. Just leaving out the part where the fact that we found out last minute what the vote.
Should be interesting. Kiefer still hasn't talked to me. He said he would.
Today?
He said he would tell me if I was going up.
Yeah, you are.
No, I know.
Yeah. Fuck, man. You still gonna hang out with me this week?
Of course I will. I'm not gonna abandon you.
Yeah, okay. So. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say.